Hey YouTube, Pedro the Broke Prepper here with a EDC video. So this is typically what you will find on my person, not in my book bag or if I'm carrying like the baby bag or something. This is what you will find like in my pockets. So down here, we'll start to the right of my wallet, which would be your left. I guess we'll start off with the knife. This is my work EDC. This is what I typically carry to work. I carry this Coast knife. I have for the last like 4 years since I started dating my wife. This knife is really good. It's pretty well balanced. I actually throw this knife on my lunch breaks every once in a while. The knife has become a little wobbly, but after 4 years of throwing this, abusing this knife, cutting weed eater line, cutting rope, throwing it into solid pieces of wood, sometimes missing and hitting the concrete. I really have to say this knife has lasted. I've only sharpened this thing a handful of times and it still has a very good edge on it. Well-rounded knife, and it only cost me like 15 bucks. So I don't really have anything bad to say about Coast knives. I did have another one of their knives that the tip broke off, but that was after like months of abuse. So, you know, if you only have 15 bucks and you want to buy a halfway decent knife, Coast is the way to go. Again, I take this every single day to work, and I love this knife. I really do. It's real comfortable too. Moving on. Next, I carry my SOG. This is my power lock. The reason I carry the SOG rather than a Leatherman or any other multi-tool is because it just feels comfortable to me. It's pretty hefty, and I love that the compound mechanism, in the pliers, that when you exert, you know, whatever pounds per pressure, however much force you exert on the handle, the pliers actually exert twice that. So like 1 pound of pressure on the handle, 2 pounds of pressure on the pliers. And the pliers do have some wear and tear, especially the wire cutters, because I've actually cut like pretty thick wire, like wire that I shouldn't have really cut with this. And I've actually cut a nail to test this out. It wasn't a very thick nail. It was like maybe 3/16 of an inch thick picture frame nail, but it still cut through it. I use the screwdrivers a lot, and I've used the file a couple times also. The knife I also have used to cut bottles and stuff, and this thing is still like razor sharp. I mean razor sharp. That thing is still good from the day I got it. It still has that edge, and I've cut plastic, paper, an assortment of things. I don't use it very often because that's what I carry my Coast knife for. But just to give you an idea, piece of paper. Oop, bad. Oh. Double down on it. Ah, I can't get it. Oh, this paper sucks. There we go. It's tearing now on the sides. Well, take my word for it. It's very sharp. My wife is laughing. I couldn't do that, but it is very sharp. I have cut myself with it once or twice. So yeah, I don't really have too much bad to say about this. I've actually thrown this thing. It's very hefty. I've actually used it as a hammer to, like, more as a mallet to kind of move mechanical parts into place. We're moving on. It's not a video about this. Really love the sheath because of the belt clip. Really good multi-tool. Moving on. Uh, my wallet. Not really gonna show you my IDs or the cash I carry in here. More of the multi-tools. This is a $2 multi-tool card that I bought at Lowe's Cobalt. I don't know if they still sell these. I think I saw them the other day. When I was a carpenter, I used to use this ruler all the time, and now that I'm a landscaper, I use the position wrench sometimes to kind of hold the little bolts in place. And I'll use the Leatherman Alligator. Love this thing. Oh, it's the Croc, I'm sorry. As the other one, and I'll use these to kind of tighten nuts and bolts. I've used this side as a screwdriver. I've actually used both sides as screwdrivers for flatheads and stuff. I actually use this quite often. I really love this thing. I don't use the bottle opener because I prefer this one. It's a lot easier, a lot nicer. So yeah, this is good. I've actually had this in my wallet now for like 3.5 years. I bought this around the same time I bought the Coast knife. So for $1, you really can't complain. And I like it better than the other ones that everybody has. So yeah, stainless steel. This thing rules. Go out and get you one. Yes. Let's move on to my EDC. This is more like when I go out with my family to go not grocery shopping, but if I'm gonna spend the whole day out, like if I know I'm not coming back until, like if I'm leaving in the morning and not coming back until night, this is what I'll typically have on me. This is my Spyderco Tenacious. I put a zip tie so that it automatically opens as soon as I take it out of my pocket. This thing, guys, it's a Spyderco. I can't really say too much negative about it. Love the drop point blade. It came, factory sharp. The eye hole, even if I take it out so it doesn't open, so I don't scare nobody, it's just easy to open. You gotta love Spyderco. Almost got my finger. The handle is comfortable. It's a well-rounded, good knife. Can't say too much about Spyderco. At the time I got it, I think it was around $80. But remember, guys, I'm Pedro the Broke Prepper. I can't afford $80. So at Cabela's, they actually had the price tag labeled wrong, and my cousin kind of complained, and I got this for $10. No joke, $10. So I wanted to buy two, but I didn't want to abuse the system either, so I just bought one. Have not regretted 1 second of spending my $10 on this. So yeah. Next up, for the multi-tool, I try to always carry a multi-tool with me everywhere I go, whether it be a mid-size or like a keychain multi-tool, like the Leatherman Micra. I carry the Sidekick. Again, Leatherman, well-rounded multi-tool. I have used this a couple times to actually put together a trampoline and a gazebo with my cousins and stuff. Love it. I use the knife every once in a while. Like if if I don't feel like using my Spyderco on something that I feel might damage it, I actually use this knife, and it's good. I've never really used this all, which is a reason why I kind of want to switch this out for the Leatherman Wave. I mean, not the Wave, the Wingman. I have used these pliers to do some bolts and stuff. Pocket clip is good. This thing has never really fallen out of my pocket. So again, the Leatherman Sidekick, real good mid-size multi-tool. I really like it. I've carried it around now for like about a year. Last but not least, for my everyday, for my going around the town EDC, is a Coast flashlight. Mini mag light. Ooh. I kind of do want to switch this out. I've carried this around now for like 2-3 months. because I started carrying around flashlights. But I don't like this very much because the from here to here sticks out of your pocket, and it actually has fallen out quite a couple times. So I do want to try to get another one. The thing is that I kind of have some other things on the agenda that I want to buy before I buy another flashlight. So that's on hold. So until then, I'll just keep on carrying this. But it is good for, you know, your car. It does illuminate everything, and I do love that it has the candle setting where you can do that with it. But this is better for, like, I feel like having in a small pack, or, you know, a nightstand drawer by your bed, or even in the car. Not really so much in EDC. So yeah, I think there's a lot better flashlights for that. But until I do get another flashlight, this is what I will be carrying. Now, you guys might be asking why I have this here. This is for when I'm gonna go run a quick errand. Like a little while ago, I just went to Walmart just to buy a couple quick things. I didn't intend to be out for more than a half an hour or 20 minutes. So I got some piece of tape stuck on it. So I kind of just grabbed this. I don't even grab my knife or anything. I'll grab this, my wallet, and my phone, and my keys, and leave. And I haven't used this as much as the other ones. I have used this on one occasion, the screwdriver and the pliers. They both perform pretty good. I wouldn't want to do anything heavy duty with this, cut any thick wire. But I do like it. It's very lightweight. You kind of forget it's there. I have used the bottle opener to open beers every once in a while. The knife comes sharp, and come on, bro. Look at that knife. That knife is stunning. I love Leatherman knives. But, yep, this is my ever-changing EDC. I do have different multi-tools for different scenarios. I do have different knives for different things. You know, my EDC is constantly evolving. I used to carry around an Altoids tin like the Urban Prepper, and if you don't know him, you should check him out. He's really cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my EDC, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Have fun. Be safe and have fun prepping, and don't forget, don't ever not be prepared. Have a good one, YouTube.